Hi guys, welcome back. So the next stage we'll now look at the design tab. So this is quite easy and straightforward. So this basically enables you to do things like your themes. But what is always interesting to work on in the design tab is basically a watermark as well as the page color. So here we can decide to have a watermark, which is basically text that appears at the back of our Word document, like the one we're seeing here. You can select one of these, or you can create your own custom watermark. So here I can say no watermark, picture watermark, or text watermark. Then I can have my text here that I want, say my watermark. Then you can also select the font type that you want, the size, how you want it to appear, diagonally or horizontally, and so on and so on. So I can click apply, and you should be able to see the watermark at the bottom, at the back of my page there. Here it is again. Then the page color basically enables you to select to give your color a page. So if you have a color printer, you can always be able to see that. Then the next thing is the page borders, which I said we'll talk about later when we're looking at the paragraphs. So the page borders enables you to basically give your Word document some borders around each and every page. So here we can have things like a box, then you can see the preview here on the right hand side. You can have a shadow, you can have 3D, and so on and so on. If you want, you can also have art, which are things around that, around your page. Then you also be able to see the preview here. Depending on the need, maybe if you wanted to send a Christmas gift, I think there is like Christmas themes here. These are flowers. There used to be Christmas trees here. There we go. If maybe you are designing a Christmas card that you have to send to a relative or something, then you click OK, then you'll be able to see your page borders applied there. Actually, my signature line came here instead of coming there. So actually, it was replaced here. Okay, so that's it on the design tab. Then the page layout enables us to change how we want our page to be. If you want narrow margins, like I said, the margins are this area here on the sides of your Word document. I can do that. Then I can basically like push that on the sides. Just can leave it to normal. You can also change the orientation of your page if you want it to be landscape. And then your page will be in landscape, portrait. Then you can also change the size of the page that you want to be working on. So if you are going to type a poster or something like that, then you can change it to the size of the page. Then you also have your columns, which basically enables you to set your text into multiple columns. Then you have your position and the word wrap. Then the next thing is the references. So most cases I will not look at things like the table of contents because it's a little advanced. Not necessarily that it's advanced, but normally for beginners it's not necessary because you might not use it. But anyway, I'm just going to mention it. So when you want to have a table of contents, the first thing is to ensure that you have the easiest way rather is to ensure that you have your text in heading format. So you have heading 1, then maybe I can make all this heading 2, and so on. So once I come here under my references and say, of course I will need a new page, so I'm just going to click here, insert, blank page. Okay, I think now it's very busy. So here we are going to come to references, table of contents, insert. So this is the easiest way. So then automatically it picks up the headings here, which we worked on here. You can also confirm that on the home tab here into your table of contents. So this is the easiest way. And so as you edit your document, then you can just click update, then it will update the whole page numbering and the headings. Then of course you also can manage your citations there using your bibliography. And then mailing, this works very well once you have to your things like mail merge, but that's a little advanced also. I'm not going to look into that. Under review, you can check your spelling and grammar. Then it will basically show you your errors. Mandoment them file, of course, so you can decide whether you want to add this to dictionary so that it doesn't always come up like this. So just right click on it, say add to dictionary. Then of course you have things like a word count, dictionary. If you want to look for things like synonyms and so on and so on. Then you can also track changes if you're working on the document multiple times. If you wanted to comment out something when you're working with document on somebody else, you can also insert a comment. Then it will show your author name there. So on and so on. To delete that. Then of course, if somebody was tracking these changes, then you'll need to accept it there. Then the last thing that we'll look into at Word is the view. So under the view, again, you just have different ways on how to view your page, or whether you need the ruler. Most people want to use the ruler, but it's a little advanced again for novice people who are just learning. You can also have the navigation pen on your left hand side, which basically makes it easier for you to navigate your document. And this inherits from the heading. So this inherits from your styles. So if you have heading 1, heading 2, and so on, this will be inherited from there to basically give you to make it easier for you to be able to navigate your document. And then of course that. Then the other thing that I probably maybe forgot to mention is that you can also change the view quickly at the bottom here, and you can also zoom out your Word document if it's a little smaller or slightly bigger. Other than that, I think that covers pretty much almost everything that you need to know to get started with Word. I hope this adds a little bit of skills to what you already know. If anything else, then you can hit any of us and we'll be more than sure to help you out with anything that you get stuck with.